Hello there, and welcome back to the first, where I, the Warrior of Darkness, am rocking out to this music once again. Shiny! So we are in the process of helping Urianger Is that... Yes. Weak enough. Yeah, we're in the process of helping Urianger make a bargain with the Pixies. Just finished having some lunch. And in doing so, I went and had a little explore in the lake. It turns out that whilst you can't fly yet, you can still swim on your mount. Which meant that I got a fair chunk of swim speed available. Here you are! Did you manage to find the whirlwinds? Yeah, so we've got some stuff to decorate Urianger's house, which we need to go and brighten up. Are we going inside? Yes. Yes, we are. Let's put some shinies on the stairs. No. Dos. Tres. There we go. That's prettier. You're riding a bike inside. That's just... Also, why are so many people riding bikes? Hee hee hee, marvellous. Just scowly face. They want us to stay forever. The exuberant pixie has another bright idea. Right, just before I carry on with this, actually... Ah! I've got my foot wrapped around my headphone wire. Ah, that's better. As I said, it's on the warm side this weekend over in Old Blighty. And therefore I'm I'm surrounded by lights. 1, 2, 3. Get the green screen working. So it's yeah, it's a bit warm in here, even with the windows open. I can't open them too far because I live next to a road. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? I was. In a box. Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colours. Banquet 2 should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
"'Tis done. The Pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget.
Lest you forget what? Oh! An aurastone. Auracite.
White auracite, newly forged for thy use.
Handy.
Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those
The
who crave
Asians.
the contrary,
And we know Solace
our
is around.
enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion the Asian's essence.
Oh man, the texture popping. Pixelization.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
Tancred is being a daddy. Father figure, rather.
I did as you asked.
My students are not that well behaved.
That's my girl, thank you.
That's kind of weird. Oh.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me.
Ah.
Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself.
Ah.
Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Yes, you can bring some books.
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
Ha 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 ha. He's kind of like Uncle Urianger. She likes books. That's also unlike teenagers these days. Many of them. A high percentage of them.
Hast thou spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Oh, has he ran into the...
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any.
More story, please.
As
More.
you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted.
Yeah. By Minfilia.
'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Uh-oh. Echo time! That's a new effect, isn't it?
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope.
Figured as much.
In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
Bigger picture, Thancred.
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's.
That must hurt to hear.
You have ever watched over me, Thancred.
From way back in 1.0 when she was a teeny tiny sprout. There she is. Oh.
Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
Yeah, I think a Thancred Minfilia sacrifice
What happened?
is going to be part of this story.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it.
What if she does?
I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
But she was listening. Outside the door. How do you want this to end? That's such a heavy question.
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
Yes, so Minfilia has to either come into her own or relinquish
I'm
power.
sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
We were just talking about you.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Leader Laron.
Leader Laron. And I'm wondering if the book that she has chosen will be remarkably useful and coincidental and helpful to the plot. Because it tends to be. Pity she doesn't have magic pockets like we do. Because I'm carrying about 30 sets of armor around with me. Okay, onwards. Well, let's not run. Let's teleport. Because we can. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Right. Where are we? Sulwyn. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We'd scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's a very custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you shall need but name it. Well, as it happens. The key to the castle. Ah, is this going to take us into the dungeon? We have to fight through the dungeon to get the key. So, what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals will want to collect, perhaps? Nope. We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Urianger. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. Well, if that's what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. The accents are all over the place. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? Filling in. It's a good job everybody just gesticulates while they're talking. So, what was the purpose of the gifts? Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler Titania. Ah. Oh, is there going to be a trial? It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Aha. Now the king only in name. Naught remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into four and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And they're in the maze. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course. Custom demands it. You're most certainly going to your deaths. We thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Fueth, the stone scepter is with the Numo, and the crystal shores are with the Amaro. Oh, the crystal shoes, rather, are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. Going on a relic hunt. The facts thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, there to claim the shelled crown from the Fueth. If we call to them before the untouchable gates, they will answer. Tancred's done it for us. Okay. It's so warm. And we've opened up more side quests. Lots more side quests. Ba ba ba. Let's very quickly go and grab this one. Ulthon. As a dream. I'm an interesting mortal. I'm Ulthon. It's my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Because everybody would fawn over me. What must I do to become popular? Become the cleverest. Just need to read lots of books. And there are lots of books in Urianger's home. Oh. Wait, what? It's that kind of pained, what have I done expression. This is probably going to go horribly wrong, if I'm honest. Right, I'll sort out all of the other quests at a later date. Locus Terribilis. Right, hold on. Those bikes are travelling very fast. Have they unlocked? They must have unlocked the Mount Street thing. I want it, but I haven't done any fates in this zone whatsoever. Because in Stormblood, you just had to get to a certain quest. Everybody's here. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the further water spirits, perhaps we should take a search into the lake. I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough, Thancred taught me. Nod. Excellent. Are we going swimming then? What about you, Urianger? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Rather than swim, I hope it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Urianger. That you should be a kindred spirits. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I shall be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. No. Well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals, what a treat. Aye, my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Blah, 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 blah. Just like that? What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us, for we Firth it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Okay. Having said that, we do so seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Do you want us to entertain you? Touch the untouchable gate and come hither to our domain. Oh, this is the dungeon entrance. It means Forbidden Realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us thrilling sports, and we will give you the crown. Don Meg, now accessible. Okay, so we have a choice of people that we could go in with the trust NPCs. But that would take a good 30 minutes or so. Let's just very quickly check what the queue timer is like. More than 30 minutes. Yes. I think we may have hit a snag. I think it'll have to be trust NPCs, in which case that's going to take a good 30 minutes or so, which is far too long to put into an episode. So I'll leave this one here, and we'll come back next time for Demajen does Don Meg, which is lovely and alliterative. I will catch you all for that experience. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.